Voting for the high-stakes electoral battle in Karnataka will be held on the 10th of May. With elections barely weeks away, South First brings to you our pre-poll survey for Karnataka elections 2023. This was carried out by People's Pulse. On this episode of State of Play, I tell you what the data suggests from this particular survey carried out between the 25th of March to 10th of April. Welcome to the show. I am Anusha Ravi Sood. Karnataka has 224 assembly constituencies, and for any party to claim a majority, they must cross the halfway mark of 112, which means 113, 113 seats is the simple majority that all parties that hope to form the government in Karnataka must aim for. This particular survey carried out by People's Pulse for South First, the pre-poll survey for Karnataka Assembly elections, was held between the 25th of March and 10th of April. After 10th of April, the BJP has released two of its lists. More constituencies are still vacant, as in the BJP is yet to announce its candidates for multiple constituencies. The Congress so far has released two lists as well, and many constituencies are still pending with the Congress. The JDS too is yet to announce names for all the constituencies that it hopes to win. The JDS, in fact, has also indicated that it is in talks with other parties like AIMIM to work out a possible pre-poll alliance. While all those things may be as they are, here is what South First People's Pulse pre-poll survey suggests. None of these three primary parties are expected to breach the halfway mark. The survey projects that Karnataka is headed into yet another hung assembly, yet another broken mandate. However, South First People's Pulse survey sees that the Congress has the edge in Karnataka. In January this year, when we had first published our first tracker poll, we had told you that the Congress was ahead in the electoral race, and that seems to be the situation as of today as well. How will things pan out for each of these parties over the next 4 weeks is something all of us will have to wait and watch. What is clear is that there is possibly a change of government coming for Karnataka, with the incumbent BJP government facing a setback, not just with the number of seats, with slight difference in its vote share as well. Here is how the numbers look. South First People's Pulse pre-poll survey for Karnataka predicts that the Congress will win 98 seats, putting the party in the range of 95 to 105 seats. The incumbent BJP, that is currently in government in Karnataka, is expected to win 92 seats, and our pre-poll survey gives them a range of 90 to 100 seats. Pretty close fight if you look at both these national parties. Perhaps what the survey suggests is that the contest is pretty close and is much closer, much tighter than initially presumed. With both these national parties really falling just within the 90 to 100 range, all the focus is now on JDS, the regional party, the third most prominent party in Karnataka. However, the survey predicts the JDS to win just about 27 seats and puts the party in the range of 25 to 30 seats. In case of a fractured mandate, in case of a broken mandate, a hung assembly, it is the JDS. Despite having the least number of seats between major parties, it will be the JDS that will probably emerge as the kingmaker. H.D. Kumaraswamy, like we have said in another episode of State of Play, whenever the JDS emerges kingmaker, H.D. Kumaraswamy eventually becomes king. So we are to see if that will be the scenario that plays out on 10th of May when Karnataka votes. There is another player this election, Gali Janardhan Reddy, a former BJP minister, a mining baron. He has floated his own party. He's contesting also from Gangavati himself, and his family members are contesting as well. And the pre-poll survey carried out by People's Pulse for South First predicts that his party could win 1 or 2 seats and upset equations in parts of what is known popularly as Karnataka. Let's take a look at vote shares then. South First People's Pulse survey predicts that the Congress is going to add to its 2018 assembly election vote share. Since Congress is also predicted to be the single largest party in the upcoming elections, let's take a look at specifics for Congress. In 2018, the Congress mopped up a vote share of 38.1%. Now, this particular number, although the Congress was the party with the highest vote share, it still won far less number of seats when compared to the BJP that got at least about 2% less vote share than the Congress. So in 2018, the Congress won or mopped up 38.14% vote share, and in this election, the Congress is predicted to add more than 2% to its vote share, taking its total vote share to 41%. The incumbent BJP won 36.35% vote share, or got 36.35% vote share in the 2018 assembly elections, and the party's vote share is likely to be unchanged except a very small dip of 0.35% loss of vote share, which means the BJP is projected to retain most of its vote share. The South First People's Pulse pre-poll survey predicts that the BJP will be able to maintain 36% vote share this elections as well, which then brings us to JDS. Going by the data collected, going by the data that we've gotten from South First People's Pulse pre-poll survey, the JDS is set to lose its vote share this election. The JDS had won 18.3% vote share, or had polled 18.37% vote share in the 2018 assembly elections, and this time around, the regional party from Karnataka, the JDS, is expected to get only about 16% vote share. Now, this also translates to loss of seats for the JDS, bringing down the total number, the projected number of seats, to just about 27. So you take a look at the vote share numbers. A question that pops up is, what about those votes that are undecided? The South First People's Pulse pre-poll survey suggests that about 4% of respondents were undecided on who they want to vote for, which party will form the government, and this 4% is expected to make all the difference for the upcoming elections in Karnataka. This 4% vote share is perhaps what all three parties will look to woo by the end of these 4 weeks of campaign, which will probably be the last leg of campaign for political parties in Karnataka. The 4% undecided voter perhaps has the power, has the influence to swing the electoral results of the upcoming Karnataka Assembly elections 2023 in favor of whichever party they decide to back. Now, the big question, the fun question that every single survey asks, who is the most popular chief minister face? South First People's Pulse opinion poll suggests that Congress leader and former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah continues to remain the most popular choice for Chief Minister. In fact, he was also the most popular choice for Chief Minister phase, even in our first tracker poll that we published in January this year. If anything, his popularity, it seems, has only increased, with more number of people opting for Siddaramaiah as their preferred candidate for the Chief Minister's post. 32% of respondents said they would prefer to see Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister of Karnataka, whereas about 25% of respondents chose former Chief Minister, BJP veteran, Lingayat strongman B.S. Yediyurappa as their preferred candidate for the Chief Minister's post. The third position goes, or the third most popular face for Chief Minister candidate is incumbent Chief Minister and BJP leader Basavaraj Bommai, with 20% of the respondents choosing him as their preferred candidate for the CM post. Surprisingly, only 18% of respondents chose H.D. Kumaraswamy, the leader of JDS, also a former Chief Minister, as their preferred candidate for the top post in Karnataka. There is a lot of discussion about this internal bickering within the Congress, this rivalry between D.K. Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah to be the Chief Minister if the party comes to power, but our survey shows that D.K. Shivkumar was preferred as the Chief Minister candidate only by about 5% of the respondents. Although the data suggests that voters are pretty rigid when it comes to choosing the party of their preference, in some of our opinion polls, for example, we asked a question of who do the respondents think is a better party, who is the better party for the development of the state, for development of Karnataka, and 42% of the respondents said that it is the Congress that they prefer when it comes to development of Karnataka. About 38% of the respondents said that the BJP was better for the development of the state, and 14% of respondents put their hope for development of Karnataka on the JDS. If there was any doubt that there is anti-incumbency against the present Basavaraj Bommai government, the BJP government led by Basavaraj Bommai, then these numbers perhaps can put all those doubts to rest. The South First People's Pulse pre-poll survey suggests that 48% of respondents, majority of respondents, said that the incumbent government's administration governance was bad. Just about 17% of these respondents thought that the incumbent government was good, and 30% of the respondents said that it was an average government overall. We also took a look at demographics, the voting preference between different groups of people, caste and community backing, and the data suggests that there are two factors that have influenced slight change in voting patterns. One is the absolute consolidation of Muslims in favor of the Congress. The second one, the anti-incumbency against the BJP. These are the two factors that have led to changes in voting preference among voters. Now, talking about castes and communities, the data suggests, going by the number of respondents we had representing each of these communities, the data suggests that forward communities like Brahmins, etc., are still firmly with the BJP, with about 51% of respondents from this group backing the Saffron Party. Barely a few months ago, the BJP was very worried about keeping its Lingayat vote bank intact. The Lingayats have always been seen as a group that backs the BJP, that consolidates or rallies behind the BJP, although there are sections within the Lingayat community that also votes for Congress and JDS candidates, but that largely depends on the independent candidates and the influence they wield in the region within the community. So our pre-poll survey suggests that Lingayats are firmly with the BJP, with about 67% of the respondents from that community saying that they prefer the BJP as their party of choice in these elections. Like I said a few weeks ago, when the entire Panchamisali Lingayat agitation for reservation was at its peak, the BJP's internal survey also suggested that they may lose, they are running the risk of losing Lingayat voters. It seems that the decision of the Basavaraj Bommai government to take away reservation from Muslims under the OBC category and divide it between Lingayats and Vokkaligas has struck a chord within the Lingayat community. It is not so for the Vokkaliga community. Our observations from the data suggest that the Vokkaligas are not very impressed with the Bommai government's decision to give them a hike of 2% under the OBC quota, and they have reason for the same, which means the Vokkaligas, always seen as a community that rallies behind JDS, continue to stand strongly behind the JDS, and the Vokkaligas, about 45% of respondents from that community said that JDS is their preferred party. Like I said, our data from the pre-poll survey in Karnataka suggests that there is solid consolidation of Muslims in favor of the Congress, so much so that 85% of respondents said that Congress was their preferred party of choice. The Congress is also drawing strength from other backward classes, a section of STs who are pretty much equally divided between the BJP and the Congress, with just about 43% choosing Congress as their preferred party and 42% choosing the BJP. Other than OBCs, who are also divided between the Congress and the BJP, the Congress was picked as the party of preference by about 40% of respondents from the OBC community, and the BJP by 35% of respondents. When you come to Dalits, who are already divided in Karnataka as SC right and SC left, SC right has always been a traditional voter of the Congress, and in this election too, SC right is firmly with the Congress with about 47% within the Madiga community, suggesting that Congress is their preferred party. SC left is still firmly with the BJP. SC right, the community also prefers Congress, given that Mallikarjun Kharge, who hails from the community, is the president of AICC. As much as the debate around Karnataka election campaign, especially by the BJP, has been around communalism, about Tipu Sultan, about Savarkar, etc., our data shows that inflation is the highest rated issue by voters of Karnataka. Our respondents, about 25% of the respondents insisted that price rise was the most concerning issue in Karnataka this election. Right after price rise comes another actual issue, unemployment. 20% of our respondents suggested that they look at unemployment as a serious concern this Karnataka election. Just 1% of the respondents said communalism was a matter of concern or an issue to be considered this election. Although the data projects none of these three parties, none of the primary three parties are expected to form the government in Karnataka, we did ask our respondents who they thought is going to form the government in Karnataka, an opinion poll of sorts, and about 26% of the respondents said it would be the Congress, and 24% of respondents said BJP. Again, a very close fight, even if you just go by the mood of the voter, opinion of the voter. Since the data suggests a broken mandate, we also asked voters what they think would be the best combination of parties to form the government in Karnataka in case of a broken mandate, in case of a hung assembly. And about 46% of respondents backed a Congress JDS coalition government. About 41% backed BJP JDS coalition government. There were other respondents also who thought that Congress, JDS, others could form for a better government, could form a better government, or BJP, JDS, and others could also form a better government. For a simple question whether BJP should be given another chance in Karnataka, an overwhelming majority of our respondents, 51% of the respondents, said no, the BJP should not be given another chance in Karnataka. And just about 43% of our respondents said yes, the BJP deserves another chance in Karnataka. We also took a look at the impact that these political parties' campaigns have had in Karnataka, and JDS's Pancharatna Yatre has been quite a success when it comes to striking a chord with common voters. Led by H.D. Kumaraswamy, the Pancharatna Yatre made 5 primary promises of the JDS. It took the 5 primary promises of the JDS to the people, and our survey suggests that the Pancharatna Yatre was a success in striking a chord with commoners or with citizens, while the same thing is not true of both the BJP and the Congress. Neither the Congress nor the BJP have been able to strike a chord with citizens, with voters, with their massive statewide outreach events. The Congress, even before releasing its manifesto, has made several poll promises. Prominent ones also include a stipend to unemployed youngsters under Yuva Nidhi. It also includes Gruha Lakshmi, which promises universal basic income for homemakers. Also, Annabhagya, Siddaramaia's flagship program when he was chief minister, has also been promised by the Congress. And then there is Griha Jyoti, which assures free electricity for every household up to 200 units. Now, all of these poll promises made by the Congress has not effectively reached people at the grassroots level, is what our pre-poll survey learns. Although the Congress has started this campaign of giving these certificates or assurance cards with these promises printed on them, the same pamphlets or assurance cards have not reached the people at the grassroots level. Anti-incumbency against the BJP is a reality at the grassroots level as well. The Congress's campaign of corruption against the BJP has struck a chord with citizens, with voters. However, it seems from December last year to now, the Congress has not been able to sustain its campaign or make an impact in converting their campaign into votes or support on the ground. The BJP, which made last-minute changes to the reservation matrix in Karnataka, the Basavaraj Bommai government decided not just to hike SC/ST reservation but also provide internal reservation among SCs, thought that this particular move will have a huge impact on ground. Our data suggests that while the Lingayats are very happy, have expressed happiness about getting an additional 2% hike for their reservation under the OBC category, the same is not true of Vokaligas. The Vokaligas are not impressed with the Basavaraj Bommai government's last-minute decision to hike OBC quota for Vokaligas, taking away the 4% reservation from Muslims. The Muslim community, however, data suggests, has consolidated behind the Congress, but there seems to be lack of awareness about this change in reservation quota for them. A lot of Muslim respondents that this surveyor spoke to were not aware of such a decision by the Karnataka government. That also seems to be true for SCs who do not know or who are not completely aware of this internal reservation that has been provided to them or has been announced nominally by the BJP government in Karnataka. Before I end the show, a quick refresher of what the pre-poll survey suggests, that it is likely to be a broken mandate in Karnataka, but the Congress emerging as the single largest party. What is clear is that a change of government is on the anvil in Karnataka, with the BJP, the incumbent, lagging behind Congress. Now, a lot changes in election season, and 4 weeks is actually a long time for a lot of changes to be made, and a lot depends on the kind of campaign that these three primary political parties in Karnataka carry out over the next few weeks. On the South First website, you will find multiple stories, multiple copies, multiple reports on this People's Pulse South First pre-poll survey. Please do read them. We've also mentioned our methodology quite clearly in all of these copies. We will keep a close tab on how things progress for these parties, because the next few weeks in Karnataka is going to be all about a high blitzkrieg of a high energy blitzkrieg campaign as far as the elections are concerned. We at South First will keep you posted on the same. Thank you so much for watching.